Okay, I have another time-lapse video to show you. This is a painting I did on Procreate, and it's this picture right here. And it's time-lapse. You should be able to figure it out. I'll narrate it as it goes along. And I think as I get older, I'm doing more and more landscapes. So, all right, here we go. All right, there's the picture. And so I did this on Procreate. Procreate, if you don't already know, is an app that you can download off of the App Store. And the first thing I'm doing is I'm painting in the roughly the complementary colors, or the opposite colors on the color wheel. And I do that sometimes, not all the time. I've been doing it more lately. Kind of like the effect that it gives a painting, both in real paintings or traditional paintings, as well as digital paintings. The brush that I'm using, the digital brush, is a brush that comes with the Procreate program. It is called turpentine. Toward the end, I do use the dry brush. Okay, at this point, I've already laid down all the complementary or background colors. Now I'm adding the true colors, the colors that will be used for the painting. You can already see a sky and two mountains on each side of the sky, and in the foreground that will be a reflective area, or a lake or a river. I'm not sure what it is. In fact, I'm not sure where this photo is from. The reference photo I used may have come from one of the videos I watch. I watch traveling videos, and the people who make them often turn their camera towards some beautiful scenes. I literally will take a picture of the screen and then use that as a reference photo. And I apologize to whoever took the reference photo for not knowing who you are, but this is a painting I did from that. And I don't have a whole lot to tell you other than I simply used my eye, I guess, to determine which colors to use. And I took some liberties. I added clouds. There were no clouds in this picture. I added a few clouds. Not yet. You don't see them yet, but I did. And basically did a very impressionistic approach, which I like doing. I don't really find myself wanting to do paintings that look like photographs. When I was younger, I seemed to be doing that all the time, wanting my paintings to look like photographs. And then as I got older, I was more interested in Impressionism. I would go to the museums and look at the paintings and find that the ones that were very, very realistic, although amazing, I really seem to be drawn more toward the Impressionistic ones. And Impressionism, I suppose you could say, is not quite realism and not quite abstract. Somewhere between the two, probably closer to realism than abstract. But anyway, you might be able to tell I'm narrating this outdoors. I'm on my back porch, and I'm feeding the birds, and I'm feeding the squirrels, and I'm talking to you on the internet. So I came to the conclusion this morning that if I could talk to my younger self, I would tell my younger self, when you get older, you are going to be feeding birds and squirrels and painting landscapes. Also, I play accordion. When I was younger, I played accordion when I was really young, and then I shifted to guitar because I wanted to be a rock star. But I play accordion now more. So when you get older, this is a statement to my own self when I'm younger. You're going to play accordion, you're going to feed the birds and squirrels, and you're going to paint landscapes. To which my younger self would probably reply, "Oh, you're kidding me." But at this point in my life, I like doing this. Do you know, when I try to show how I do portraits, because I've done a lot of portraits. I've done a lot of portraits with pastel, and some with oil and some with acrylic. But, if you don't know the person, then you can't tell how well I did, or how well any artist does with a portrait, if you don't know the person. So I was doing some demonstration things like this, like time-lapse things, etc., of famous people. And I'm telling you, social media can be cruel. People will comment not on the artwork, but rather on their feelings about that person. If it's a political person, if it's an actor, if it's a musician, if it's anybody that's famous, there's one thing about fame is you've got to have tough skin. I bet you those people have to put up with that all their lives. So, as an artist, just trying to show you or show anybody how something is accomplished with art. I may stay away from portraits simply because, well, maybe I don't have a tough skin when it comes to criticism like that. Because people are saying nasty things about the people I'm painting. There's a lot of nice things too. I don't want you to think it's all nasty. In fact, it's probably 1 out of 1,000 that says something bad, but it's never about the painting. It's always about the person. So, okay, I said all that just to get back on track and tell you about landscapes. So at this point, I'm doing a lot of detail that doesn't necessarily show up very well. That was a motorcycle, by the way. It doesn't show up very well on the detail doesn't show up very well on the time lapse. Now you might notice that I kind of went overboard, and you can no longer see the background painting, the complementary colors. So I do bring the complementary color layer. One of the beautiful things you can do with digital is you can keep a layer or two open. So I pulled that layer, the background layer, to the front, and then I reduced the opacity so that so you still see some of those background colors. I think that's what I did right there, when I just got a little bit muted when the colors became a little bit less vibrant. So, okay, I hope you like this. That's all there is to it. I did it on Procreate. See you later.